Hello all. This video is for those who want to learn about composing band music. And before we get into this, I want to let everybody know on Thumbtack and on my other networks and on YouTube here that I now do Skype lessons. I figure that for piano, it's maybe not as easy, although there are workarounds. But for voice, piano, songwriting, composition, music theory lessons, all of that can be done on Skype or Google Hangouts. I'm going to have my email below this particular video because I want you guys to feel comfortable getting to know me, and I want to feel comfortable getting to know you. And if you guys are in need of any sort of Skype lessons or Google Hangouts lessons, my email will be below. My Skype name will also be below the video. And if you want, you could pay for the lessons, because I do Skype consultations, but I also do paid Skype and Google Hangouts lessons. And those rates start at $20 and they go up to about $35 for the hour. So they're very, very cheap, very inexpensive. And if you want to get those while you can, go ahead and click the email at the bottom, send me an email, say that you want lessons, and that email is also going to be the email that is used for my Google Hangouts page, my Google Hangouts account. So feel free to use that email to get in touch with me to do the Skype or Google Hangouts lessons. My Skype name is cody.weinmann, all lowercase, and that'll be under the video. So now that that is done, now that you have that, I'd like to invite you to go try out a Skype lesson or two, see if I can't improve your vocal range, your vocal stamina, your composition struggles. All of you college students who are in composition, if you need some help, music theory students, I'm here for you. And I want to share my experience with you all, and that's the best way to do it. So CJW Music Lessons is now doing Skype lessons. Let's get into this tutorial. Hey everybody. And we are now going to go into how to compose for band. This is going to be a 4 or 5 part series on how to compose for band. I'm going to walk you through how I compose for band and some of the quick rules on doing that. First of all, we're going to go to the setup wizard. Here is the launch window. You're going to go to setup wizard, or you can actually go to templates. I'm just going to go to templates because I just want a quick template. I'm not going to modify this until probably later when I figure out, oh, I want this instrument or that instrument. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to templates. We're going to click band templates. Ooh, hold on. Let's go wind ensemble, shall we? Because it's in. And you can always, as a side note, add different band templates. If there's a wind ensemble template that you like to use that you created, you could save it under band templates folder in the finale windows. So I have a wind ensemble template here, and I'm just going to open it. And it's going to take you through all of the different titles. We're going to do just Anger in Paradise because I'm feeling some kind of way right now. And we're going to do no lyrics, and we're going to copyright it 2018 and then put my website on there. All right, so then it's going to take you to the key and time signature. We're going to go 4/4 for 1, and then we're going to go minor key, A minor. We're going to go 144, which is basically Let's say Allegro, almost. I'm going to set my minimum number of measures to 50. There's no pickup measure for this piece, so I'm just going to click submit or finish. And then we're going to go to, it's going to finish doing the score, and then once it finishes drawing up the rest of the elements of the score, then we're going to start writing. And what you'll see is in band music, you want to have a starting instrument that'll start the whole thing off, or a starting section that you're going to want to start the whole lesson off with. Excuse me. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick it based on the color that you want. Band and orchestra music is all about the color, all about what sound, what sonics, what color do you want this to sound like? Do you want it to be shrill? Do you want a brassy sound? Do you want a milky kind of sound like you would get in the medium clarinet range? Do you want the flutes going at it? You know, you have to spend a lot of time thinking about what it is that you want to do with your music. A lot of times I would suggest actually getting out a piece of paper, or a couple sheets of paper, a few sheets of paper, and marking down details. And those details you can later put in your pages that go before the first system, which to do that you go to page layout in the main tool palette. Go to the page layout window tab over here, right here. You're going to go insert blank pages. Before I forget, I'm going to insert three of them before page 1 in current part or score before page 1. And I'm going to add those. So those will be for when we have our score instructions. Those will be for later, where I put all the title page, the score, the runtime, performance history, all that good stuff that you put, and the performance instructions, which are very important. So you're going to have this, and you're going to, you're just going to click hyperscribe. I'm just going to do a quick little melody in the flutes. Hold on just a moment. That could be in the piccolos. And sometimes you'll pick an octave that's wrong and you want to move it up somewhere, so that's good. Move it up there so it's in the right range. And then you can go and click it again. And then so you can actually really quickly populate your music. Let's say we want to highlight some stuff. We want to highlight this little motif right here. Let's highlight it and go utilities, go explode music. This feature is useful if you wanted to split and existing stabs beginning with flute. You can actually automatically pick which instruments are going to use this and go OK. It will automatically put it there for you, and I'm just going to copy and paste. and it usually is good. All right. So there you are. There's your melody there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Window and go to Playback Controls. Nice little piccolo part here. And then after you get your basic melodic fragment, or motif as I like to call it, motive is actually the main musical moment or the main melody that is usually put in. A motive is actually a very short piece of music that you can use to build the whole entire piece around. And basically what you would do, and it's actually, the motive is actually something that is actually known to repeat several times over. Several times over, the motive repeats. It can repeat in different guises, in different rhythms, slightly. Usually you'll have a couple different types of motives. A rhythmic motive, which is just the same rhythm with different instruments, with different keys or different pitches. Or you can have a pitched motive, which is basically the same pitch throughout, of the same pitch motive coming through again and again. And usually it has this rhythm similar or the same to it. So now what you want to do when you do the band score, we're back to this, you want to put this on here, and then you want to go down where that E is in the flutes, and you want to pick your next entrance. You pick your next instruments that are going to enter, and I'm going to pick B flat trumpet. I'm going to pick them. All right, so I accidentally did the wrong one, but that's because I'm not zoomed in enough. You can always zoom in, Command plus. So I'm going to zoom in. Sorry about that, guys. Command X to if you want to put that off. If you want to cut it from that measure and put it on a different one. There we go. That's the one we wanted. So you're going to have your entrance. Let's redo that one. Okay, let's redo it. So you have your those instruments there. And then you're going to pick, once you have one that has the same pitch, maybe an octave lower, you're going to want to pick a different instrument that will harmonize with it. And so I'm going to pick trombone. This is specifically trombone 1. Oh, that was too... All right. Hold on. All right, so I probably didn't do that well enough. So let's play back to see how we do. All right, so some of that didn't go well, some of it was clashing. But if you're writing a piece in anger or kind of angry tendencies, a lot of times as a composer I tend to write dissonant music most when I'm upset, so usually I'll have dissonances in there for the tension release. So that's actually not a bad thing. You don't want to have dissonances like that everywhere, but you want to have some. Alright, so I could fix any one of these notes by going up to the simple note entry tool in the main tool palette. And I can go to the reposition note tool, repitch tool, and actually, where was that? I don't know where it was. Let me play back. Right there. Page 6. Tool, change this note to an F. There we go. That way it's good. So you want to pick your first motifs, your melodic motives first. Pick the instrument that they're going to be on, and then you want to actually pick your second and third instruments that you're going to do for counter melody and for harmony with one another. That's what you're going to want to do. And let's go ahead and redo this. So that's actually kind of better than what it was before. And then if you wanted something more quaint, you can go French horns. Horns 1 and 2. Okay, there you go. So that's another one. And the French horns can actually go up to that. Not a lot of music does go up to that, but they do go up to that. That's actually at the higher end of their range. You're going to want to be careful when you're writing for certain instruments too. In the next tutorial, I'll be going over instrument ranges and all that good stuff. I should have covered it in this one, but I will be posting an update video on this so that you guys get a hang of the ranges and how they work. But yeah, this is how you start composing for band. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you some of the instruments that are not even they're not commonly used instruments, but people use them in their scores all the time. And I want to show you some of those instruments and how to notate for some of them. And that will be that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, or if you have any questions, please feel free to consult the comments. Remember, as I said, email is in the comments if you need help and you need some Skype or Google Hangout consultations. All that information is below the video, as well as my new course and finale, the Write Your First Piece of Music in 14 Steps Finale Edition. There's so far 97 or 98 coupons still left for the free course before it goes paid. And if you're a MuseScore user, the Write Your First Piece of Music Original Edition is about, I would say, $25. So go ahead and check those out, and I will see you later.